Hi everyone, my name is Telmo. I'm a volunteer for Vision Norfolk and welcome along to another episode of Did You Know? Today we're going to be exploring accessibility features on iOS. So this will work on any iPhone or iPad running iOS 14. Welcome along and let's dive in, shall we?
Okay, so the phone I'm going to be using today, guys, is the iPhone 12 Pro Max. And the reason for this is because it's the largest iPhone you can get on the market these days. It comes at 6.7 inches in terms of screen, and it will give me the most real estate when it comes to enlarging fonts and icons on the screen. I will start by going into settings and changing a few things on the display. Now, me being visually impaired, my condition means that anything that's too bright on the screen will make it harder for me to see things. So what I'll do first is I'll change the phone mode from light to dark, like so. And this makes it a lot easier on my eyes. Obviously, this will depend on your eyesight loss and on your condition. I find that for me, dark mode works really well. And the next thing I will do is go into text size and bold text, and I will toggle bold text on, like so, and then I will increase the text size. So I'll just give you an example, and if I go into my messages, you can see the text is really small. So if I get out of there and go into my settings, I can now enlarge the font on the screen like so, and this is much more manageable for my eyesight. I will probably leave it at that, and that works well for me. There we go. So you can see now the menus are much larger on the phone itself. If I go into my text messages, again, things are much larger. So another thing I like to do is to change my wallpaper, and I will choose something that's a little bit more manageable and that hasn't got too much detail on the background, and that helps me see the icons on the screen a little bit better, as well as the writing in terms of folders and apps that I've got on the screen. And I'll show you how to do that now. So you go into settings, and all you gotta do is look for wallpaper, which is just there, and you got a few options here, and I'm gonna do choose new wallpaper, and I've got something here that I like using. You can choose any photos you've got on your gallery, any screenshots, anything like that, but I'm just gonna use one that I used before, and I will set this one here, and then you click on set, and you want to do set both. There you go, like so. Now if I get out of there, you can see things on the screen are much easier for me to read, and the icons jump out much better as well. And still, with regards to the display settings, one more thing I do change is the view from standard to zoomed. And to do that, all you've got to do is look at the display and brightness menu here, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you can see here you've got a few options. You've got standard view or zoomed view. Standard view is, as the name says, standard. If you click zoomed view, then the icons on the screen and the text will be slightly zoomed in, and this again enlarges everything on the screen for you. So we've changed a few things on the display settings in terms of font size. However, if you run third-party apps, for example, social media apps like Facebook or Instagram, the font size won't change within these apps. So you might still struggle to see these. And I'll give you an example. So if I go onto my Facebook, this is my Facebook page, and as you can see, some of these fonts are still quite small. And the only way to get around this is using the zoom function on your phone. So I'll show you how to do that now. If you go on to settings, and if I just go on to accessibility, which is just here, you can now see that there's some functions that you can change. You've got voiceover, you've got zoom, magnifier, again display text and size, motion, spoken content, and audio description. And I will start by running zoom, and if you click on zoom, you can then activate it, and you can see now that the screen has zoomed in. Now to toggle this on and off, all you've got to do is tap with 3 fingers on your display. All right, so if I tap 3 times, now it's zoomed off. All right, and the way this will work, obviously it will work in any part of the screen you're on, so your Google searches and things like that, but it will also work on your social media apps, for example. So if I go back onto my Facebook, you can see here, if I now tap with 3 fingers and I click zoom in, now I'm zoomed in and I can navigate the screen like so, just with 1 finger. And this will help me read everything on the screen slightly better. If I want to get out of that, tap with 3 fingers again and it zooms out.